I bet most people can remember the Bero book. It's a very English tradition. I remember when I was a little girl, my mum used to use the Bero book, and I've got several of them here. I've probably got some more in other places. That's a different one. But these 4 here are the Bero books. And that one there is the 39th edition. And I bet lots of you can remember, because everybody used to use the Bero book. I think you got it free with Bero flour. And this is all I remember when I was little. Bero flour and the Bero book. And what my mum used to do, she used to make cakes and things out of it. And if we'd been good, she'd give us an egg cup full of currants. And we thought it was fantastic. It's funny how times change, but we really loved it. So I just thought I'd show you. Underneath it is a old Simple Home Cooking by Jean Scott. And she was the head of Brown and Paulson cookery service. And it's got a little hole in, so you could hang it up if you wanted. But that's the little boxes, and it's giving you all the information inside. It's quite interesting. Brussels sprouts. So it's telling you to put a 1/4 teaspoon of carbonate of soda in. So they're probably sold bicarb as well, I'm not sure. Prices subject to fluctuation. There we go. Cutters for pastry, look, it tells you all of them that you could buy and how much they'd cost in old money before the decimals. So, isn't that good? There's the recipe books, look. Post free. 10p each. 10 old pennies. Just thought you might find that interesting. And I can remember my mum making steak and kidney puddings, putting them in a basin and then putting cloth on the top, making sure it was loose enough with like a pleat in the top, and then tying it round with string and putting a loop at the top so you could pull it out. Oh, and my favourite was treacle sponge. If my mum did that, steamed it. Sausage rolls, savoury omelette, all the classics that most people liked. Cornflour blanc mange, so I suppose it's what we call blancmange now, and chocolate blancmange. And of course this is what they were famous for, Brown and Paulson. You could buy the packets of blancmange. There we are, custard powder. Now, I've never seen that before. And it looks like it's got a little girl dressed as a butterfly or something on it. So that's good. That's something different. Lemon custard pie. I suppose that's a bit like lemon meringue. Pouring custard. It's got all sorts in it. Gooseberry custard tartlets. Little dinner loaves. So we've got something else in here. Oh look, that's the Brown and Paulson's patent cornflour. So this is, oh, it's Paisley in Scotland. Isn't that marvellous? And with a trademark, look. Absolutely fantastic. So that's a bookmark. Madeira cake. Oh, I used to love Madeira cake. An angel cake. Can anybody remember that? Semolina. I loved that. As you can tell, I love food. That's why I've got so many cookery books. Weights and measures, and of course everything was in pounds and ounces. And that's what I was brought up to use. Quarts, pints, gills. There we are, look. Isn't that marvellous? A bit of social history. Don't forget to listen to Mrs. Jean Scott every Sunday at 10:45 on Radio Luxembourg. Absolutely fantastic. Valuable hints, delicious recipes and popular music. How wonderful is that? That's going back in time. Paisley jam sandwich. And afternoon tea cakes. Oh, all these sound absolutely fantastic. Real food. So that's lovely. And this is a domestic subjects for girl guides. Simple cookery. Soup making. Fish recipes. Meat dishes. Useful wrinkles and camp cookery. So there we go. How about that? Isn't it funny? There's McDougall's flour advertisement, look. And there's been an error, and so they've put it in red. Another bit of history. Absolutely wonderful. Fried fish, fishing batter, all the things that you use flour for, I should imagine, because it's the time, isn't it, that a lot of people would be using a lot of flour. Camp cookery, look. White crumbs, brown crumbs, to render fat, to make gravy. This was at a time when you didn't get many additives in food. So it was just the basic. When I was little, we went to the butchers, we went to the greengrocers, we went to the co-op to get tea, loose sugar. There was very little preservatives in things that I remember. So everything was cooked from scratch. So, wonderful books. A few useful hints about gas ovens, because most people when I was little had gas ovens. Look at this is one for me. A Bero granny loaf and walnut bread, tea loaf, milk bread. Isn't that marvellous? I just thought it'd be a trip down memory lane. I'm sorting the kitchen out, came across these and I thought I've just got to share these. Absolutely wonderful. Really is. Right. I'm to cook some tea now and then rest for the rest of the day, because I've had a very, very hectic day. We've been seeing to the kitchen, and also I've gone with Noah's mummy and Ivy's mummy, Tamsin. She ended up with her embroidery machine needle going through her finger. So we've been to the local little hospital, like a cottage hospital, and tomorrow we've got to go to the main hospital that specialises in hands. So she's got to have the needle pulled out because there's a bit stuck in. So there's always something. Anyway, lots of love, everybody. Bye.